We decided to bring Pancake to the Atlantic Ocean one last time. This week, Jimmy and I are beginning our next chapter. Whew, all right. Here goes nothing, I guess. But only after we say a heartfelt goodbye to our last one.
So coming back home for the holidays, I think really got us thinking.
It's still difficult for me to get the words out, but it's time. We're selling our van.
We thought it'd be sweet if for our last trip we dip her tires into the ocean one last time. Metaphorically, of course.
I love you.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of tears in this video.
It's just such a good van.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people out there that aren't gonna understand this decision that we're making. I think it's still something that Natalie and I are struggling with a little bit because this is different from when we sold the bus.
I felt very confident when we sold the bus that we were doing the right thing. I was so excited for a van, and right now it's complicated, it's hard to explain, but we've been living in the same 80 square foot van for 2 years and 5 months now.
So I don't know if you've heard of the term cabin fever, but that's pretty much what we've got at this point.
A little bit.
I think we need to switch things up, and that's kind of where we're coming from with this.
Yeah, I think it's time to move on to something a little bit different, but I am having a really hard time saying goodbye to Pancake because she has just been the perfect van. Feels a little silly to be this attached to a vehicle, but whenever we're on the road, a lot of the time it's just me and Jimmy and our van. And so for one of those to go is a really sad, big change. So truthfully, things kind of got away from us a little bit. It's been a couple days since we last picked up the camera. Basically, after we did that boardwalk sunset hike, everything just really hit me all at once, and I was a sobbing mess the whole drive home. I think Jimmy mentioned that we're really struggling with this. I think mostly I am struggling with this. It just feels dumb to be crying because, we're choosing this. We could keep traveling in this van and it would be fine. I just know,
That's up to us.
Yeah. That's true. I think that's why it's harder. At least with the bus, I knew we couldn't do it anymore, but with the van, it's there's nothing wrong.
I can take some pliers and go clip some brake lines if you want. I don't mind.
Okay. Oh, it just would be easier if I hated the van even a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't. I love it. It's been perfect. It's a hard thing to say goodbye to because we've just had so many great memories in Pancake. Everything we wanted to do before we started traveling full time, we've done in Pancake. We went to Canada, and we also even did Baja. We drove down to the southern tip of Baja, Mexico, explored California on the coast. We've driven coast to coast twice now. We left the van in storage and went and flew overseas and did a couple months of backpacking around Europe. And Pancake has been here for all of that. All of our major travel milestones were with her in some form. So I'm gonna be sad about it, but it's okay. It's just a necessary thing for me to work through so that I can get to this next phase of our life together. So we took a couple days to process things. I'm feeling much better about it now. I really was wavering on whether we were going to do this at all. But I'm pretty confident now. I'm feeling good about it again. Our plan, to be very clear, we are going to sell Pancake to a new person. And I'm going to get over that. And then we're going to buy a new van. And we're going to build it out again. I think it's going to be awesome. We've changed a lot since we built this van out 2.5 years ago. This will be a good thing for us. It's good to change and keep growing. And we'll just be facing some new challenges.
So we're kind of freaking out. We had complete plans to go into Savannah, Georgia today and explore a little bit, but the van that we've been keeping our eye on has dropped in price.
We're in Georgia right now, but the van that we were gonna possibly buy if things go well is in North Carolina, so we're gonna completely turn tail.
So we're really doing it?
It's just, if we don't get this van because we spent one day in Savannah,
I would never forgive myself.
Yeah, it would be hard to cope with, so we gotta go for it, I think. Feels right.
Alrighty. So the shop opens in an hour, and we checked online and they just dropped the price again by another $300. I called a few mechanic shops this morning looking for a place to do a pre-purchased inspection for us. It's honestly not something we've ever done before, but this is kind of a big purchase, and pretty much every source online recommends getting one, so I think it's probably a good move.
It's been on the lot for...
since August of last year, I think.
Yeah, and it's February, so...
Yeah, so 8 months, 6 months, something like that.
But they're getting more aggressive with the pricing, which is just getting me on edge. The dealership that we found has really good reviews, and they have a lot of inventory, but strangely enough, I think they only have one van. Oh, I think I see it.
Oh, I do see it.
Oh gosh, hope I haven't pulled it up for somebody.
No.
Guess we're going in?
No. I've chickened out. Let's go back to Georgia.
Yeah, let's just go back to the beach. Whew, all right. Here goes nothing, I guess.
Alright, gonna start it.
I think so.
Let's push to start.
Ooh, that's cool. We asked the guy how long we can take it for the test drive, and he said 10 minutes, and I laughed. I thought he was making a joke, but we better get going.
Did you hear the ding?
Low fuel?
Yeah, like the lights on.
Oh my gosh. Man, it's echoey back there.
It's really echoey.
That's weird. Big surprise. The van we're looking at is also a ProMaster, just like our old van. But this one is different because this is a Ram ProMaster 3500 with the 159-inch wheelbase extended, and it's the super high roof.
I don't know if you can see, I don't know if this is in frame, but that's how much room I've got. I'm 5'10".
It is a new classification of ProMasters that are only like a year or two old, I think, at this point. So they're pretty rare in the market, and they're usually pretty expensive. But this one specifically has been going down in price, and it is now cheaper than when we bought a Pancake 3 years ago. And Pancake was a 3-year-old van when we bought her. So yeah, this is a pretty good deal.
When we bought Pancake, they only allowed Jimmy to do the test drive because they had the sales rep come with him, and there weren't enough seatbelts for me to come. So this is my first test drive of a van. You look good driving it.
Yeah?
Yeah, you do.
Well, you look good being a passenger.
I know. I'm kidding. I do really like it though. It feels very similar to Pancake for me. Is it weird driving the bigger vehicle?
I honestly No, not really. The sound throws me off. Like, it makes it feel bigger than it is. You can really hear the road noise.
Yeah, you really can. Oh yeah, another thing I don't know if we've mentioned, but it has 22,000 miles on it.
23,000.
Oh, 23.
To be fair.
All right, I'm not interested anymore.
Alright, I guess I'll turn it off.
Sounds good. They always say when you're negotiating, you always need to be willing to walk away. And I think we're walking away.
Alright. So we just left the dealership and we're parked at a local Walmart just to collect our thoughts. I can't believe what happened in there. We were ready to buy it, but they don't accept wire transfers, which is pretty much the only way we can get the money out of our bank account. I can't believe we actually walked away because they wouldn't accept our money. I've never heard that happening.
I think they make their money off of the financing and the warranties.
And we knew we weren't going to finance through them. So I think that was a big no-no for them. And I think that's what they were trying to push. Yeah.
And then he kept saying like, oh, you could just go to another dealership. And so eventually we were like, okay, yeah, I think we'll do that. Thanks.
Because we have a backup. We have a backup van that we told him about. So
it's in Texas.
It is in Texas, so that's probably why he felt confident. But
he doesn't know how quickly we'll drive halfway across the country.
Apparently he doesn't, because we will. We'll be there in 2 days. We can do it.
We got some more bad news. Our backup van that we mentioned, that's in Texas, we just noticed that it has a branded title. So it's not as good of a deal as we were thinking it was. Wow, just a little kitty could really sunbathe up there, you know?
We're not getting a cat.
We could get a little cat.
What a kitty.
Yeah. The last few days have been quite a roller coaster after this van fell through. We've talked through so many different options, and now we're in Georgia again, and our plan is to go look at and hopefully buy a cargo van that is right outside of the Atlanta area. It looks like it's gonna be really, really nice. Jimmy negotiated a deal before we drove down here.
Yeah, I really do like this van and all that. I'm very heavily considering it. Is there any way, could you send me an email or something with those numbers? I just want to have something tangible that I can, you know, talk to the sales rep, whoever's in that day.
Yes, of course, definitely.
I'm really hope that that'll make things go smoother. The dealership accepts bank wires, so that'll be great. Did not think that was something we had to check. They open in about 20 minutes, and it's our plan to go down there right as soon as they open and go test drive what might be our new van.
I'm just recording it for posterity's sake, for insurance sake.
Oh no.
Well, this is a weird sight.
Me in the driver's seat.
Kinda, yeah.
It shouldn't be.
Natalie has not driven since she broke her foot during our break last year. And I'm pretty sure most of you didn't even know she broke her foot.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever come up. It's never been relevant.
Yeah.
I haven't driven the van since April.
She was out of commission for like 4 months during that time, and then I think she just never picked it back up after that. So, since we have a new van on the horizon, and we need to drive about 4 hours back to South Carolina, we figured she should probably get a little bit of practice in before we buy a new van. So here we are. I keep telling her driving is just like riding a bicycle. It hurts if you crash.
Oh my God. I'm not a bad driver. I've never been in an accident or anything like that. I am just a little out of practice, so I'm getting back on the horse. I think I'm good to go. It's a car coming. It's fine. We're fine.
Good job.
Thanks.
So can you imagine driving 4 hours back?
I can, but I'm a little nervous about it. I'm gonna be uber careful. We're good.
How cold is it?
It's pretty cold. You can see your breath. What, do they pull it out for us?
I think so.
Is that the van?
I think that's the van over there.
We could go park next to it.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah.
What if I hit it?
Please don't hit it. Okay, park like one spot over from it.
Okay. I will.
Come might just play with the dials for a second. Where's the buttons?
Our audio cut out for a couple of these clips, but we checked out the van, took it out for a test drive, and we just made sure that it was actually as good as the photos made it look.
So I know we said this the other day, I'm pretty sure, but this type of van is the widest on the market and one of the tallest. It's so dark, but yeah there it is. You can start to see it.
We have one of these in Pancake, but it's 10 inches shorter, so this is tons of storage just right here alone.
You could actually fit a bed up there.
Yeah, I'm sure I could lay down in there. We're gonna do that later.
Yeah, we're gonna do it right now.
We're gonna do it right now?
You ready?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Perfect.
Oh.
You fit pretty good up there.
Alright, where are you gonna sleep, Jimmy?
Oh my gosh.
Like, okay, I could take a nap though.
You actually could. You can ride up there. Well, no, we gotta take both cars back.
Oh my gosh. Wow, we can get me a seatbelt. I can nap up here while you drive. So it is the super high roof ProMaster. So it's 10 inches taller. Also, Pancake is a 159-inch wheelbase. This is a 159-inch wheelbase extended. So it's got like 16 inches of extra space added on at the back of it. So it's bigger in both directions.
I really think this is going to become the new gold standard for van builds in the future. This is a big van.
It's our van.
It's our van now. We're official.
Oh my god.
Nice.
We technically own 2 ProMaster cargo vans.
Yep. I hope this is not a giant mistake.
It's a pretty big one if it is. It's something.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a mistake. I think this is going to be really fun.
Yeah.
It's a whole new adventure. It feels scary, but most of the coolest things we've done in our life has been a little scary.
It's been a while since we've taken a risk, I think.
So I guess we haven't told you much about this van yet. So we test drove it. We officially bought it, so that's our paperwork. It's our van.
It's pretty much exactly the same as the one we showed you the other day. But the main key takeaway here is that this van, it's a 2023 instead of a 2024, but it has 33 miles on it.
Not 33,000. 33.
And price-wise, I think we still came out on top. It was not as cheap as the one at the other dealership, but the out-the-door price is cheaper than what we bought Pancake for.
Most of that has to do with the market changing and not necessarily us, but Jimmy did negotiate a little bit.
I did. I got them to fill up the gas tank, which is not a huge thing to do, but I'm glad I didn't forget it.
You also took a little bit of the price off.
Yes.
We were just not very aggressive about it this time. It is well past our lunchtime, so the first thing we're gonna do is becoming a bit of a tradition for us.
Oh, that's good.
That looks so good.
That's very greasy.
Really greasy. To our new unnamed van.
To our new unnamed van. Oh, hot.
Oh, hot.
There we go.
All right, we are locked up and ready to go.
All right, here we go. I guess I'll go straight and I'm gonna turn to left.
10-4.
You wanna hear something cool?
I do.
What do you think our gas mileage is so far?
Ooh, 17 miles per gallon would be great.
It is 20.0.
What?
That's pretty good, right?
20?
20.
This old gal?
Yeah. Well, this is a new gal, but yes.
Oh, sorry. That's so rude. That's incredible.
I know. It's cool because since the van is so much higher, I feel like I can see more in the backup camera.
That's cool. I hadn't thought about that, but it makes sense.
Like, I can see the solar panels on top of Pancake.
That is crazy. It's gonna be double the shenanigans from now on.
There's someone over there.
Oh my God, really?
Oh my.
Oh my gosh, you got this? Oh my gosh.
This van's taller than the other one.
It definitely is, oh my gosh.
There's less stuff to weigh it down.
For now. Honestly, this is where all the real work is gonna begin. So,
Well, not today, maybe tomorrow.
yeah, like later.
Yeah, today's the day for celebration and not to think about all the work we just signed ourselves up for the next like 6 months.
Jimmy, our supervisor's here.
Gotta get him a hard hat. Come here, do you have the right certification?
I'm excited for it, and I know Jimmy's excited for it. This guy has been talking about wanting to do a build since we finished the last build 2.5 years ago.
To be fair, it's changed a little bit where when I was talking about it before, is because I didn't want to do another one.
Oh.
And now I talk about it because I kind of miss it. So I hope we did a good enough job earlier explaining why we made such a sudden change.
I feel like it probably seems like it's coming totally out of nowhere, because any time that we've been asked what we would do differently about Pancake, we've said if the van burned down tomorrow, we'd build it back exactly the same way.
And that was true for a very long time.
Until we found out that they came out with the super high roof extended.
And that changed a lot of things for us.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.